Giants taking on the Redskins, and both these cities felt the direct effects of 9/11. You see the emotion there from Brandon Jacobs, Rex Grossman, and Eli Manning, the fire departments and police departments in both of those cities working overtime on that day 10 years ago. Eli Manning now on the football field. Hakeem Nicks, 68 yards. Manning does a nice job of avoiding the pressure and stepping up. Nicks finished with 122 receiving yards, and then Eli gets his first rushing touchdown this season. Didn't have one at all a year ago.
Well, he's not Michael Vick, okay? But you know what? He makes good decisions down there. Receivers were covered. Good job.
How about Rex Grossman to Anthony Armstrong, who lays out 18 yards for the touchdown.
Nice
down
throw.
At the 1.
Nice throw by Rex Grossman. Rex Grossman said this team is ready to play. We all doubted him. Certainly I did, but it came to play today.
Nice offseason acquisition. Tim Hightower gets in for the
blocking
touchdown.
from that line.
Score tied up at the 7. Hightower finished with 72 yards on the ground. Ahmad Bradshaw, slippery, gets in from 6 away. Giants on top, 14-7. So everything going as planned for Big Blue. But the Redskins come right back. Grossman to Jabbar Gaffney, who's wide open.
A lot of blown coverages now all day long. That's
safeties and corners not on the same page.
Great touch pass here. Grossman to Armstrong in the corner of the end zone. And it's a 14-all ball game at the break. Third quarter, and Manning's pass deflected. Ryan Kerrigan is there, Dion, for the touchdown.
Ryan Kerrigan made a great play. This guy is going to be a premier player in the league. Look at the athleticism. First of all, you bat the ball, then you make the play, you catch it, and score.
A lot of questions about whether Kerrigan could play a linebacker in a 3-4 scheme. Nice play there. All right, Giants down 4th and 1, going for it. Ahmad Bradshaw stuffed by London Fletcher. All London Fletcher does is show up and play football.
Yeah, and you right here, you got to give that Washington defense a lot of credit. In his 14 career starts against the Redskins, Eli only threw for more than one touchdown one time.
Fletcher on the sack right there. We know this is an issue with Rex Grossman. Fumbles the football a lot. Jason Pierre-Paul with the sack, the strip. Michael Boley recovers. So Giant fans are hoping they're back in business, but it led to a blocked Lawrence Stein's field goal. Grossman comes back. Big day for Fred Davis today. 22 yards on this play. And now it's Grossman to Gaffney for the touchdown, and the Redskins with a 14-point lead. Grossman threw for 305 yards. Manning here sacked by Stephen Bowen. And so Washington comes out and knocks down Eli, and the Giants 28-14.
All right, call it a must-win and call these the highlights, will you please? Sam Bradford, Eli Manning as we got it going. Opening possession here, 7th play of the drive. Eli wanted Mario Manningham to get picked up by Quentin Michael. What do you see?
I tell you what, the safety read his eyes, got across, a little bit underthrown, interception.
So here's the Rams' next possession. Sam Bradford, the deep ball to Denario Alexander, and Warren, nobody touched him.
You know what? It's just one of these lazy guys. You must put a hand on. This is not college.
No, it isn't.
Professional league. Touch him now.
You got to touch him now. He got down to the 1, 68 yards, but the Rams can't get it they can't get it in. Sam Bradford to Greg Salas incomplete. You see Steven Jackson on the sideline. He did not play. Now, Salas would later fumble a punt. It's 4th and 4 at the Rams 32. Giants go for it. Hakeem Nicks, one-handed catch. It's ruled incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Pass interference, Bradley Fletcher. So it's first down on the 9-yard line. And 2 plays later, when you think of touchdowns, think of Hakeem. That's a nice catch.
Back shoulder fade. Toughest throw in the game to defend. Look at that throw. Oh, nice catch.
Ooh. Right there in front of James Butler, the former Giant. So 7-3 is the lead. Rams next possession, 6th play of their drive. That's Lance Kendrick's second-round pick out of Wisconsin. First down out of the 15-yard line. Josh McDaniels is going no huddle. Now, what do the Giants do to stop the no huddle? Next play, Cadillac Williams rips an 8-yard run. Sam Bradford running him to the line. Warren, the Giants just fell like flies.
Little turf monster out there, I think.
Is that what that is?
No, they actually just trying to stop a drive. And get him off the field.
That's officially somewhat cheating, right? Jaquan Grant.
You're not cheating, you ain't trying to win.
Okay, Jaquan Williams, Deion Grant. Second quarter, 6th play of this drive. Sam Bradford throws a lateral to Cadillac Williams. Michael Boley takes it back. Steve Spagnuolo does not challenge, didn't challenge the throwing of the ball to the cameraman either, because clearly this is a lateral.
That's a lateral. Cadillac got to get on top of that ball. Do not even leave it up to anybody. No doubt in your mind. Go get the ball.
And as a veteran, he knows that. Spagnuolo knows he knows that. Remember, Steven Jackson out of there. It's 14-6. Then Eli Manning, Mario Manningham. If he stayed up, there would have been a touchdown. Gets 31 yards out of the 22. And on the very next play, look at the clock now. 29 ticks left. Dominic Hickson. Craig Dahl's got to look for that ball. 22-yard touchdown.
I tell you what, he really got lucky on this because I've never seen a ball hit a pair of shoulder pads and deflect like that. Oh, Mike, look at that. Nice and soft, but the concentration on him to get back with the ball and stay with it, good job.
You know what that looked like? You know what that looked like?
Talk to him.
Super Bowl 21. Remember that?
Stop
Let's
that.
flashback
Stop
because
that.
it's anniversary time. It is. The old guys were there. This is Sims to Bavaro to McConkey, isn't it?
You know that actually two people making this catch and only one guy made the last catch. So how did they even resemble
They
each other?
told me to flashback.
Okay,
Phil
okay.
Sims was there. Did you ever read Sims to McConkey? I don't think anyone did, but it was written. They were there. Sims to McConkey, an actual book.
Stop.
A third quarter. Rams get a field goal to make it 21-9. Then your favorite tiptoer, Brandon Jacobs.
I mean, right up the middle, the big fella found the end zone, touchdown.
28-9. What did you call him? The tiptoe bandit?
Tiptoe burglar.
Tiptoe burglar. That's it. Sam Bradford, Mike Sims Walker, they into the red zone, down to the 19-yard line. 2 plays later, this is now a 12-play drive. Denario Alexander, that's a nice catch.
That's a beautiful catch. Back shoulder again. Perfect ball by Sam Bradford. Even better catch by Denario Alexander.
That makes it 28-16. And Rams trying to mount a comeback here. As we keep on going with these highlights, the Gatorade was so good, Denario just wanted to sit there and drink it for a little bit. Here we go. Fourth quarter. Sam Bradford intended for Greg Salas on 3rd and 7. The rookie wide receiver couldn't hold on. Giants next drive. 2:13 to go on 4th and 1. Brandon Jacobs stopped by Brady Papinga, James Laurinaitis, so the Rams are going to get the ball back. Now with $1:46 to go, but the Rams are out of timeouts. Sam Bradford, Greg Salas incomplete. Rams would punt on the next play. And the final score on this one, 28-16.
Giants, Eagles. Eli Manning and his squad trying to end a 6-game losing streak to the Eagles. Michael Vick starting after suffering a concussion last week in Atlanta.
Can you wear a Kevlar body cast? Is that possible?
The Giants front 7 coming after him today.
Got to catch the ball. Steve Smith.
Tipped off of, bounced off of Steve Smith, picked off by Aaron Ross, returned to the 27. That's Vick's second INT of the season. Giants next possession. 6th play of the drive, 2nd and 5. Play action for Eli Manning. Brandon Jacobs with a little wheel route.
Something missing in the bloodlines here, maybe a little bit.
I'll say, I thought that their attempt to run the football was more so there than I've seen the first 3 weeks or other 2 weeks of the season.
Well, but again, it's the Eagles. Of course you want to try to run the ball because the Eagles can't stop the run.
Is Victor Cruz on your fantasy team, Jimmy?
He is not, but I'm sure looking to pick him up.
Would have been nice because
game.
that's 74 yards on the score. Namdi Asamoah misses tackles.
cruising.
Giants up 14-0.
What'd you think of that celebration?
Yeah.
He was excited to do it, though. He did it
He's
right
no
away.
Tony Scheffler.
Well, you got to do it a couple of times.
He is no Tony
Who
Scheffler.
let us down today. That's Manning to Travis Beckham. Short of the first down on 4th and 3. Eli not happy about it. Eagles take over. LaShawn McCoy.
Shady's. What a great.
You're
great
right.
young
You
player.
made a comment about we haven't teased you about the Matt Forte, Shady McCoy.
All I said was
I'm gonna have to give you credit.
I said Shady McCoy, best in the league at screens and draws. That's all I said. Didn't say he was best back in the league. Didn't say any of that stuff.
Look at that touch.
That's pretty.
Vick to Jeremy Maclin, 23 yards. First down at the Giant 26. Vick was hit after that throw by Chris Canty, and he injured his right hand on the play.
That's leading with a helmet right there.
3rd and goal. Owen
was-
Schmidt stuffed.
Yeah,
Why not get Mike on the edge?
I didn't quite understand.
Well, he's heading to the locker room now to get x-rays on that injured right hand. Let you know exactly what that was here momentarily.
I think if you get down there, you got to spread things out and let Michael
him and
Vick
Ed.
be an athlete.
Can you imagine he and Shady running the option down there?
I don't know why, again, 4th and 1. Why are you packing it in? Spread it out and let Mike Vick go run pass option.
Jamie, you should have picked up Victor Cruz, I'm telling you.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
28 yards.
Is that Namdi?
Yeah, it was. They were in zone.
So much for the dream team. Huh?
Play was reviewed. Touchdown stands. Giants, after a 2-point conversion, leading 22-16. Eagles ensuing possession. Michael Vick out, broken right hand. Mike Kafka looking for Deshaun Jackson.
No, he wasn't.
Aaron Ross with his second pick of the day.
How about that? Aaron Ross on the hot seat, did a good job, but Kafka just made a poor decision.
Now, Lawrence Tynes going to kick a 39-yard field goal. However, Jason Babin jumps off sides.
It's all going wrong.
Yeah.
All going wrong for the Eagles in this one.
First down to the 17, 3 plays later. Eli Manning,
Great play
Ahmad
call.
Bradshaw, screen
And again,
pass.
you know, these plays working well against an Eagles front seven that takes a lot of chances and isn't a very disciplined group.
Michael Vick with that fractured right hand had to watch the end of that one from the sideline, and the Giants improved to 2-1. Eagles fall to 1-2.
Again, look at the rushing numbers. You get Ahmad Bradshaw running for 86 yards. Everything opens up for Eli Manning in the passing game, but I think this is a Giants team, especially with the injuries they've had on the outside. You've got to lead with the run.
And Shady McCoy had a huge day as well. A couple things that I looked at in this game, too. Michael Vick needs to run the ball more. There were several opportunities today where he could have taken off, and the key is you can get down.
There was one instance where he was on the edge, and if he wanted to, he could have run and then gotten out of bounds without ever taking a hit.
Let's get to the wild one here in Arizona.
Welcome back, baby. OC. Pay that man.
First time this year, coming back off a knee injury. Third quarter now, Cardinals down 10-6. Kevin Cobb to Larry Fitzgerald.
He goes up like a Calvin Johnson. Go up high and strong and go rip it out of their hands.
All right, led to a Beanie Wells touchdown, and Fitzgerald passed Roy Green for most receiving yards in franchise history. Eli Manning sacked, stripped. Darnell Dockett recovers. Beanie Wells got in again. Cardinals on top 20-10. Fourth quarter, 20-17. And Wells got in play last week. He's got a bum hamstring, 39 yards down to the 18.
Now that's a running back. Did you see that go? Railroad. You didn't want none of that.
Again.
First and goal now, and Wells gets in for his first career 3-touchdown game. At 138 yards on the ground, 3 TDs.
I believe in Eli.
Eli Manning here to Hakeem Nicks, 26 yards.
Excuse me. What a player right here, man. That's just strength, man. This guy is so strong.
Throw it, Eli. Throw it.
And he listened, Brian, to Jake Ballard, the back of the end zone. Ballard did a nice job of getting both feet down and had control of the football. All right, here's the play here. 3:10 left. Eli Manning.
Super Bowl.
I believe
Stay alive.
In the place where Eli Manning won the Super Bowl with the Giants.
Get down.
And Cruz just falls down. The ball comes out. And so the Cardinals believe they have it. But the ref said that Cruz gave himself up. I don't know.
Let the ball go.
Looked like he tripped.
The Rams receivers did it for years.
You cannot challenge when the ruling on the field is that a player gave himself up. And so rather than get a fumble, Giants get the ball back. Manning to Nicks.
Just like that.
Eli.
For the go-ahead touchdown. 29 yards. Nicks had a huge day. 10 catches, 162 yards. And now Kevin Cobb dropped by Umanura, his second sack of the day.
OC comes in and makes a bid and shows why he is missed.
And now 56 seconds left, 4th and 2. Cardinals had a timeout, didn't call it to get reset and talk it over. They just went for it, broke it up. Giants win it 31-27. Seahawks trying to break a streak of heading in that Eastern time zone. They have lost 8 straight.
I believe in Eli.
Trying to avoid the 9th. Tavares Jackson and company at the new Meadowlands. How about Marshawn Lynch? 47 yards.
Lynch from Cal.
Tackle right there. Let me pull your hair to get you out of bounds.
And it led to a 1-yard Lynch touchdown. Seahawks were on top, 14-7. 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Tavares Jackson looking for Ben Obamanu, but it's picked off by Aaron Ross.
No, Miss Jackson, not there.
So here comes Eli to Hakeem Nicks.
That's a great throw, okay.
19 yards. Game tied up at 14. Nicks, 4 catches, 65 yards.
One of my 88 clubbers.
Third quarter now. And it's Jackson.
Okay, here's a little option. You're going to take a hit right there.
But he gets crunched, as you see. He gets up slowly.
That's what happened.
And he left the game with a shoulder injury, did not return. Charlie Whitehurst, now the new Seahawks quarterback. Eli Manning on a 3rd and 13 to Victor Cruz, Brian.
This dude here, man, has been making some plays for the New York Giants.
68 yards, great concentration right there.
Great focus, great concentration. I don't think he's going to take that bid for Dancing with the Stars. So we got to put in a little more work, big fella.
Giants get a 2-point conversion, but then Cruz here gives it up. Loses the football. He's stripped by Walter Thurman, and Cam Chancellor recovers.
How it goes for the Giants. A great play and then a bad play.
It led to a 43-yard Stephen Hauschka field goal, tied up at 22 all. Charlie Whitehurst now got a big arm to Doug Baldwin. 22 yards there.
Free play.
Later in the drive, that's right, Giants offsides. Baldwin, touchdown.
Don't stop playing football until they say, that's a whistle, folks.
Seahawks on top 29-25. Manning now.
You'd expect a veteran quarterback now to put a nice 2-minute drill together and march down the field.
Great hand.
Cruz grabs it at his shoestrings. Pete Carroll, a little nervous here. 3 plays later, it is Manning looking for Cruz, who tried to keep it alive. Brandon Browner going 94 yards the other way.
Hold it up.
Same way the Philly game ended. A lot of these. Cruz slipped on the route, got back up, couldn't quite get his hands on the ball right there, got his hands on it. As a matter of fact, he held it up just long enough for the interception.
It's not on Eli. That's not your fault, Eli. Still believe in Eli.
Seattle shocking the Giants. They win at 36-25. And the Giants coming off a 4-loss. Seahawks were Manning through 3 interceptions. Meanwhile, Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Bills had that big victory against Philadelphia. First quarter, Bills down 7-0. Fred Jackson, I say it every week, most underrated player in the NFL.
Just knows how to run, knows where to hit a hole. That perfect cutback right there just to get him in the end zone.
A career-long 80-yard gallop. And there's the game ball. We know where that's going.
Yeah, take a look at this now. Fred Jackson shifts from the slot over in the backfield right here, and we have a 6-man front. Now he brings in Kenny Phillips. We have a 7-man front. This is just simply a zone play, and Gorey McIntyre will block the backside edge. Everybody else will run zone, and Kenny Phillips is free in the hole to make the tackle. He's the unblocked man. He can run a truck through that hole, and here goes Freddie Jackson. He makes the safety miss, and on his way for an 80-yard touchdown.
Jackson with another 100-yard performance, his 4th of the season. How about naming Roosevelt?
The Giants are taking some horrific angles on some of these tackles, but do take nothing away from the play.
Roosevelt, he grew up in Buffalo. He played for the University at Buffalo and now scores his first career TD as a Bill. All right, second quarter, ensuing Giants possession. Manning looking for Manningham, and Terrence McGee with a huge hit there.
Yeah, we're hitting this week.
Textbook tackle right there. Lawrence Tynes added a field goal. 14-10. And now it's Manning, this time to Hakeem Nicks.
Yeah, I like that. Big Mike, he pumps the other way to keep the free safety in the middle of the field. One-on-one down the sideline with Hakeem Nicks. Well done.
One of my 88 clubbers, I call him.
Led to an Ahmad Bradshaw
yeah, he's in the club.
Touchdown. And later, it's a Steve Mariucci primetime down the knees. Bradshaw
over. We'll talk to you later, Ahmad Bradshaw. Good job.
On top, 24-17. All right, here come the Bills. Fitzpatrick, great coverage by Corey Webster. That ball was underthrown, picked off.
Yeah, you got to throw that ball more on the line. I think he thought the cornerback would not turn around. We talk about turn around, spot the ball. He did that and called for the interception.
Eli Manning now to Mario Manningham, who cannot hold on.
What a throw.
It was ruled incomplete. Tom Coughlin was hopeful that Manning had held on to the ball long enough, but going to the ground, you got to make sure you come up with it. Terrence McGee does a nice job of ripping it out. Fourth quarter now, after converting a 4th and 1 for the Bills, it's Fitzpatrick. Nice back shoulder toss to Steve Johnson. We're tied up at 24. Can the Bills do it again?
Really like Steve Johnson, really making himself known in this league.
Next Bills possession, Fitzpatrick picked off again by Webster's 2nd of the game.
He's doing a great job when he sees the receiver's eyes, looks for the ball. He's looking and locating the football. He intercepted 2 passes.
Got to pass it. Got to little face mask there, too, though.
So here come the Giants.
Stiff arm.
No Brandon Jacobs, no problem. Bradshaw, 33 yards.
Every time I'm watching this kid run, I said, how didn't many teams not go after this kid in the offseason? He's a beast and he runs hard.
So Lawrence Tynes
Runs
now
hard, man.
Yeah.
from 23 yards away. And the Giants go on top 27-24. So it comes down to this. 4th and 5 for the Bills. They're going for it. Fitzpatrick's pass is tipped by Jason Pierre-Paul. Eli Manning, no interceptions. The first time this year the Bills have not picked off a quarterback. Giants go on to win it 27-24. Dolphins up in the Northeast to take on the Giants. Reggie Bush caused some drama in the Dolphins locker room saying, we stink. He wasn't lying. After losing to the Broncos last week, and Tim Tebow coming back. And so Bush trying to back it up with this play that Dolphins are better than that. Nice spin move, and he took it up the middle.
I like that. Right between the tackles, they're running 27 power right up the gut.
Keeping on his feet after he's being hit. That's what Reggie Bush did. That was nice.
4th and goal, and Tony Sperano saying, why not? So Matt Moore keeps it on the bootleg. Dolphins on top 14-3.
Stepped up, ready to play.
Eli Manning now dumps it off to Ahmad Bradshaw.
I love Ahmad. He runs hard, coach, all the time. Looking at it, he get whatever he has, he's going to give.
Key here, 12 seconds left in the half, prime, and Eli to Manningham.
They have a connection. When Eli is on, man, he is on.
Primetime nominee and the fist bump
Yeah.
from the younger Manning. 3rd quarter here. How about Bush again? Right up the middle between the tackles.
Yeah, you didn't see him do this a lot at New Orleans. Now they're going to use him inside, outside as a pass receiver. Had best game of the season.
Led to a Dan Carpenter field goal of 17-10. Dolphins on top. Reggie Bush again.
That's running, man, making creases in the holes. We talked about that, dancing in the pocket. Reggie Bush, second 100-yard game.
Yeah, both coming against the Giants. 4th quarter now. Giants down 17-13. Manning to Akeem Nicks.
That's my dude right there, 8-8 club right there, man. Big beast of a player.
Nice touch there. Nicks had 6 catches for 67 yards. Later in the drive, it is Manning over the middle to Victor Cruz. This guy just can get away. Little guy, but got nose for the end zone.
That's also with that thing.
And he can dance.
Loves to play the game, man. Talks about him all the time. When I talk to him, he just wants to get opportunities. The Giants are giving him opportunities. He's delivering.
Will Allen should have wrapped him up there, but Cruz is slippery. And then Osa Umenyiora has had a sack in every game he's played. He gets to Moore right there. And on the next play, Coach, the Giants can bring pressure with just their front four.
Yeah, nobody has more sacks than the Giants, and this is what they do best. Pressure the quarterback with the front four.
Matthias Kiwanuka getting to Moore. Just under 2 minutes left, 4th and 23, and it's Moore's pass.
Nice. Cover 2, man. Corner did a great job of trailing underneath. That's the way you play the game, guys.
Tony Sperano and the Dolphins fall to 0-7. Matchups of teams with winning records. So we're going to start right now at Foxborough. Eli Manning and company taking on Tom Brady and the Patriots. A rematch of Super Bowl 42. 2nd quarter, scoreless game. Tom Brady looking for Deion Branch. Watch the linebackers all drop into coverage there. Michael Boley with the tip. Matthias Kiwanuka with the pick.
The linebackers did a nice job reading the play action pass. Didn't get fooled and got back into coverage.
Giants ended up punting 6 plays later. Steven Gostowski now from 27 yards away. No good. So a scoreless first half. The first time in the last 74 Pats games they've been shut out in the first half. 3rd quarter, no score. Tom Brady looking for Rob Gronkowski. Picked off by Deion Grant. What were the Giants doing in the secondary that was confusing Brady?
You know, I don't know if they're confusing him, but Tom's trying to fit it into some tight spots there on the seam. He usually gets that one in there, but it was thrown just a little bit behind.
2 picks and a missed field goal, very uncharacteristic.
Eli Manning to Jake Ballard there, 30 yards at a first down. It led to a Lawrence Tynes field goal to the Giants. They draw first blood 3-0. Brady now is going to be hit, stripped by Boley, and the Giants recover the fumble. Brady's 3rd turnover of the day.
This is the best team sacking the quarterback of the year. 26 coming into this game, had a couple more today.
No Ahmad Bradshaw, but there was the big bruiser Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon ran hard today, man. Brandon ran hard.
What is that called?
Got the ball a couple times, started looking up guys to run those guys over.
All right, 10 points off Patriot turnovers, and here's another one, Julian Edelman. He can't hold on to the punt.
And this is something that the Patriots pride themselves on, is doing the little things correctly. Today wasn't the case.
Eli Manning gives it right back. Kyle Arrington with the pick, and Tom Coughlin can't believe it.
A great read.
Read John Coughlin's lips. Don't do that.
That is Manning's sixth pick of the season. Brady now trying to make the Giants pay to Wes Welker, 27 yards. Welker, 9 more catches, 136 more yards.
That's
all this
what he
guy
does.
Show up and play. Fourth quarter, same drive. It is Brady to Aaron Hernandez, who gets in, and we're tied at 10.
Makes a miss, gets it in the end zone. These two tight ends
I'm digging it up,
in the business.
and I hit water, now I'm going to make it rain. That's what he said.
What else would you expect here? Next Patriots possession is Tom Brady fired up, trying to win his 32nd straight game at home during the regular season. Looking for Ocho Cinco, but they aren't on the same page there.
Yeah, you see Ocho Cinco. Tom Brady's talking to him. Man, this is what I'm expecting you to do. Carson, he's in Oakland. That mess doesn't work out here. Something you must have seen.
Ocho was targeted 5 times, 0 catches. Primetime nominee right here is Manning looking for Mario Manningham. Arrington called for pass interference. And so here comes Manning again, going back at Arrington, and Manningham makes the grab for the 10-yard touchdown.
That's a beautiful throw to the back corner of the end zone. Draw it up just like that. That's exactly how they tell you to play it.
He got called for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, so that gives Tom Brady and company a great field position at their own 36. Brady now to Rob Gronkowski, 19 yards down to the Giants' 15. 2nd and 9 now. Clock ticking, $1:48. It is Brady. Oh, Gronkowski can't squeeze it.
That's on Tom Brady right there.
Those linebackers got him a little scared.
That's on Tom Brady right there. You got to hit that pass.
All right, after a failed third down attempt here, $1:36 left. Game coming down to this. 4th and 8. Does anybody doubt Brady? To Gronkowski. 14 yards in the touchdown.
One-on-one, you have a tight end and a linebacker with the entire middle of the field to work.
All right, so there's still 1:07 left.
They
Brady
left Eli
finishes
too much
with
time.
342, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But did you think, Michael, Eli had this in him? To Jake Ballard, by the way.
I thought it was over until I saw that catch by Ballard. I said, oh, God, that's just like what happened in the Super Bowl. Here we go again.
What number is Jake Ballard wearing? 85. Like David Tyree in the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, pass interference call right there on Sergio Brown. Manning now back to 85. Ballard for the touchdown.
Fullback
Eli
flat.
does it. The Giants win it 24-20. Wow. Everyone guys wanted to know, are the San Francisco 49ers for real? Well, the Niners had something to say about it. Eli Manning and the Giants
Eli.
trying to move to 7-2. Jim Harbaugh's club trying to get their 7th straight victory, longest winning streak in San Francisco since 1997. Eli Manning to Victor Cruz, 36 yards in the third quarter. First down at the Niners' 45. 3rd and 5 now, and it's Manning to Mario Manningham. First touchdown of the game. Giants on top.
Yeah, a lot of field goals before this, but what a great throw and catch, because in that corner of that stadium, the sun is in the receiver's eyes. Great concentration on the ball and both feet in.
You should know that was your house, Coach.
Everyone's saying, hey, when is Alex Smith going to make a play? He's just managing the game. Niners down 13-12. Well, Smith does a nice job here to Vernon Davis, and Davis goes up and over.
That's good coverage right
Ran
there.
a simple under route. No one carried him across the field, and he's a big play type tight end.
31 yards. They went for 2 and got it. Alex Smith, 242 yards, a touch, and a pick. Eli Manning, who's he throwing to here? Carlos Rogers there for the pick.
Yeah, he expected the receiver to come in and continue on the inside dig, but he stopped the route and pulled it up. Miscommunication between receiver and quarterback.
Never stop on a route like that. The ball was already gone.
Frank Gore out with an injury. Here comes Kendall Hunter. 17 yards for the touchdown. 49ers up 14.
This is when you know a team is for real. You lose the starting running back, the next guy, man up, he gets in and get the job done.
Ken Eli will lead the Giants to back-to-back come-from-behind victories to Jake Ballard, 15 yards there.
Eli's the highest-rated passer in the fourth quarter in the National Football League.
3rd and 7. Look at the pass to Jim Nix.
With throws like that, you can understand. Nix came up big today. Great throw and catch concentration.
88 club. Right there. That's an 88 club right there,
throw
man.
and catch.
Tighten
the game up.
Only bad boys should wear that number, and Hakeem Nicks is a bad boy. He's an 88 club.
Giants cut the lead at 27-20. All right, 3:33 left. 4th and 6. Giants going for it. Manning to Manningham. 18 yards and a first down.
Pressure throw on the corner route with 2 deep man under. Perfect throw on the sidelines.
4th down.
Here, 1st and 10 now, and it's Manning. Tries to flip it out. And he does to DJ Ware. But I tell you what, those are the plays that have gotten Eli Manning in trouble in the past.
Yeah, I held my breath when I saw that ball leave his hand that way.
Man, let Eli be Eli.
2:57 left.
Oh, right there's the day. That's the
88
day.
club.
That's the day. No, that's not. That's Manningham.
That's why he missed it. Gotta have it. Gotta have
If
it.
he leaves his hands right here, leaves his feet, and
He
just
gotta leave his
leaves that
feet.
play.
He has to leave his feet.
Would have
on
been a
that
tough
ball.
grab. Would have been a
Shake it
tough
off, Eli.
grab.
Let's go.
4th and 5. 2:46.
Oh, that would've been nice.
It's Manning to Cruz.
First down, boy. That second-year receiver has been clutch this
Yeah,
year.
he went right to him, Coach. He was real comfortable with Cruz every 3rd down.
Giants still moving here. 3rd and 2. DJ Ware stuck. So it's going to come down to another 4th down.
Watch Patrick Willis if you can see him
Yeah.
on the screen, guys. Watch what he does.
Manning.
I thought that was over.
Justin Smith bats
Tackle
it
that tight
down.
end.
Tackled the tight end.
Yeah.
Look at the athletic play by Smith
messed
there.
everything
Niners
up.
have won 7 straight. They win at 27-20. We go to MetLife Stadium. Vince Young starting for Michael Vick. Vick has those couple of broken ribs, not playing. Eli Manning now trying to get the Giants back on track after the loss to the Niners. Manning with happy feet, picked off by Jamar Chaney right there.
Yeah, he didn't see him. He didn't see this backside linebacker, Chaney, and he just threw the ball right into his arm.
And then he's blown up by Brian Roll and Trevor Laws. Tom Coughlin on fire. Thought there should have been an unnecessary roughness call, in which there was. The call is offset. The Eagles ended up punting. All right, Deshaun Jackson back after being benched a week ago for missing a meeting. And he makes a nice grab here, Michael.
Yeah, Deshaun had a pretty good game, but they did a few crazy, silly things that cost his team, but he showed up and made some plays.
Injured his knee here, but went to the locker room. He was evaluated for concussion, came back, and then prime there was this.
Vince Young can still throw a deep ball, and guess what? Deshaun Jackson can get deep. He's a playmaker. It's not too many people in the game can play and make the plays, but flipping the ball to the defense coordinator, Perry Few, and that's
catch it, Perry.
That's very adolescent right
Well, he was called for taunting. Giants were also called for illegal use of hands, so the penalty's offset.
Bring
So
it
a
back.
50-yard gain is wiped out.
Oh, boy.
And Andy Reid's Eagles are backed up, but then
This is how you
Deshaun
make up
can do
for it.
This is what you atone for,
Yeah,
right?
you know, once in a while he'll do silly things, and the next time you look at him, he's running down the field, and nobody can catch him.
Yeah, not many people in the world that can do this.
51 yards, steps out of bounds at the 14. The question is, though, he's got a big money contract that he wants. Do you give a big money contract to a guy who potentially might not be serious at serious times?
Yeah, you need him on your team to score some points, right?
All right, well, Vince Young here to Steve Smith. Smith gets the touchdown, the former Giant.
Got to be a great feeling to go back in the city in which you played and score against him.
10-3 now, and it's Young looking for Riley Cooper, picked off by Aaron Ross. Ross was Young's teammate at Texas there.
Yeah, Riley Cooper's a big guy. He goes up and gets the ball. Vince Young was just trying to give him an opportunity to do just that. He stumbled, and it was an interception.
Giants have made 4 fourth-quarter comebacks this year. Eli Manning telling Hakeem Nicks, just go long.
Yeah, that's the 88 clubber right there, boy. Akeem Nicks is a big guy. He goes up and get the football.
47 yards. Later in the drive, it is Manning to Victor Cruz, who has had some breakout games this year.
Yeah, Eli leaves the pocket, and he's a very accurate thrower. You saw it on the right sideline. Now you see it down the left end zone. Victor Cruz for the touchdown.
Dion, did you call him a numby killer?
Man, you know you said that. You need to stop, man.
Okay, I'm just having
You know
fun
you
with
said
it.
that.
He is a numby killer.
How about Vince Young on 3rd and 10 here?
Yeah, this is an important drive. It's all knotted up at 10, and we're going to go the length of the field here now and have to convert some important 3rd downs.
Great job by Vince right here. First surge did not get it, Coach, but he kept fighting until he did.
In prime, the first half, it was a little rusty, hadn't played in a while, but here on this drive, it really showed. He warmed up and he started to make the plays, and this is why you have a guy who's had starting experience in the National Football League on your football
Nervous. You
team.
could tell he was a little nervous. He was really protecting himself, not want to make a mistake. And whatever you focus on the most, that's usually what overtakes you. But Vince came back to have a great game.
18 plays, 80 yards, took 8:51 off the clock. They converted 6 third downs on that drive. Eli Manning, though, we know what he's done as of late. To Cruz, 47 yards.
And it looks like they're going to come right back and tie this game up here. What a drive they've got going on here now. And then this pass rush from the Philadelphia Eagles is relentless.
Well, Philly's season hanging in the balance here at 3-6. They need to run the table. They need a playmaker to make a play, and Jason Babbitt is there. Derek Landry with the recovery.
Nice to see the defense steps up, makes the play, and win a game. We watched this defense give up a few games. This one, they won.
And so it's LaShawn McCoy, who had been kept pretty much in check.
Oh!
So you run off the clock.
Hey. So there need to be a law against that.
Shady McCoy, 60 yards. It puts him over the 1,000-yard mark for the season. Vince Young and the Eagles, they shot the Giants 17-10.
Monday Night Football is finally over. Drew Brees, it's like he's backstage there with that curtain. Eli Manning, 1-1 at home. He is a native of New Orleans, and the entire Manning family, most of it at least, on hand to watch this. A game that kind of really got out of hand early. Giants, although were making plays, it seemed, marching down the field before Will Herring makes that nice interception of Eli Manning in the end zone. Ensuing Saints possession, 2nd and 4, 7th play of the drive. Look at Darren Sproles get 23.
The best offseason acquisition in the league right there, Sproles.
And maybe one of the biggest losses as well when he left San Diego. Same Saints possession, now the second quarter they switch sides. This is almost unstoppable to Lansmore.
I mean, he got so many weapons. You see him spreading the ball around. He's got so many guys to go to. And when you get in man, that's to his favor.
38 consecutive games now for Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. He almost had another one here, but Sproles would step out of bounds, tight roping the sideline. He's going to get 22 down to the 34, and then on the very next play, again, like a surgeon, the play fake. And look at the time he had. Over the middle, Devery Henderson. He gets inside the red zone, knocked out of bounds on the 11. And then when you have a weapon, you talk about weapons, Jimmy Graham is one of those weapons it's hard to stop.
You know he's going to do the fade, so you got to try to stop the fade. So you got the DB on his heels. He doesn't know what to do. He's on the island.
And he went to the inside, 14-3. Giants get the ball back. Eli Manning pressured, flushed out to his right, and he will throw the ball out of bounds. Giants have to punt now. Saints have 3 timeouts remaining, just over a minute. What do the Saints do with it? We were sitting there watching this game saying, do they get a field goal out of it? All but guaranteed. They would get more than a field goal. Marcus Colston down the sideline. It's good for 50 yards into Giants territory on a perfectly thrown pass. And then 4 plays later, Colston, this time middle of the field for 15. Saints will use their second timeout. They still have 40 seconds to go. I mean, they've hardly even burned any clock. And then it's Lance Moore again.
That's the sign of a great quarterback that can take his team down, make plays, and some of these other quarterbacks should take notes.
How about this? 88 yards, 6 plays, and they took 34 seconds off the clock. That's it. All right, skip to the third quarter. Big hit of the night. Issa Abdul Qaddus on Hakeem Nicks. When you think of Hakeem, think of a wide receiver that's not getting up here.
And it's a good hit. That's not an illegal hit. I think that's a good hit.
There was a flag thrown.
Of course, of course.
Well, Nicks was helped off the field. He would return. Giants get a first down near midfield, and then 5 plays later, Brandon Jacobs.
What?
Warren calls him the tiptoed burglar.
He tiptoed over somebody right there.
21-10. He'll cash in for Tom Coughlin and score the touchdown. Is that Roman Harper, I believe, he ran over.
He's looking for more, too. He gives a little back to him. You shouldn't be doing that, though, when you're getting your butt kicked.
Ensuing Saints possession. Breeze, look at the pump fake. Look at him hit the brakes. Avoid the sack. Justin Tuck couldn't bring him down. He gets Pierre Thomas for 15. Tom Coughlin would actually challenge and say that Breeze was over the line of scrimmage. Alas, he was not. So that play definitely stood. It was Tuck who had him initially there in the backfield. All right, same drive. Now, 1st and goal. Breeze, he'll just run it himself. So there's another weapon.
He does it all.
And he would dunk it!
I don't know if he got over the post.
How tall is he? Seriously, how tall technically is Drew Brees? All right, Darrell Scott hit by Tracy Porter. Ball comes out, recovered by Roman Harper. Tom Coughlin uses his last challenge, says the ground caused that fumble, but it did not. Ruling on the field would stand. Saints ball. Greg Williams, your thoughts? Worth a hug. I think that's a hug. Yeah,
Elbow,
that's
little bit
a
of
hug. That's an elbow.
That's what that was.
2nd and 10 now. Giants territory. Breeze with a pretty pass to Jimmy Graham. Initially, they said he didn't get in. The officials get together. No replay needed. He did get in.
How do you stop that?
You don't stop that. 2nd of the day for Jimmy Graham makes it 35-10 while somebody is painting a Jimmy Graham portrait. How cool is that? The Giants would have a couple of more highlights. This is one of them. Victor Cruz for a 72-yard touchdown. That would cut it to 35-17, but they're running out of time. Saints get the ball back, and we saw a couple of hard hits. Here's another one, and it's going to be Graham this time. Ooh, Kenny Phillips hit him there.
That's the lean back right there. That's the original lean back hit.
Kenny Phillips was flagged. Graham would run off the field, and Pierre Thomas would then run to the end zone on the very next play. He would score. Mark Ingram would later score. The Manning family, despite Archie's ties to the Saints, not too thrilled. Saints win, and they win big. Final score 49-24. So New Orleans at 8-3 keeps the distance between them and Atlanta.
What an amazing matchup we saw at MetLife Stadium between Aaron Rodgers and the Packers taking on Eli Manning.
I
Big Blue and the
believe
Giants.
Eli.
Rodgers and the Packers looking for 18 straight victories. Manning, though, not afraid of Travis Beckham. And watch the zigzag moves from Beckham here.
I like the way they started off the field. Throw a ball down there in his first 15. That's how you start a football game at home.
Really like how Eli's finding a lot of people and putting them in the game.
67 yards, but Aaron Rodgers comes back. Does anybody do this better on the run? The rifle,
his passer rating is better when he leaves the pocket, if it's possible, than when he's in the pocket. Well done.
8-8 Clover right there, got a touchdown.
Finley's 6th touchdown of the year. 10-7 Giants on top. Manning.
No!
Picked off by Clay Matthews, who read it perfectly. He was looking for Ahmad Bradshaw, but Matthews goes in 38 yards for the touchdown.
It's amazing how big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
A couple of Packers possessions later. You don't usually see this. Aaron Rodgers picked off for just the 5th time this year. Chase Blackburn gets him.
That's a study room right there. That's where you get that pick off. You didn't see it backside. He read the play perfect.
Brandon Jacobs took it in from there. 17-14 Giants. Somebody forgot about Donald Driver.
On coverage. That's when you jump the guy that's in front of you. That's the bait to allow the guy driver to get behind you on the corner route. Great play execution.
Rodgers' 35th touchdown of the year. 3rd and 2 here. Rodgers out of the pocket to Driver. It's ruled a catch on the field. Tom Coughlin, I don't know what he saw to challenge it, but he did, and the play stood as called. And then it is Rodgers to Greg Jennings for the touchdown. Beats Prince Amukamara.
Those two plays, you see why Aaron Rodgers is so dangerous. You see him moving, bam, perfect strike. You see him drop back in the pocket, and bam, perfect strike.
And that's a touchdown. He had possession. I mean, he had both hands on, took a couple of steps. 28-17. Manning up top to Akeem Nicks.
My dog.
I believe in Eli.
That's a bad boy right there. The 88 Clubber right there. Look, there you go, first down.
That's one of the better corners in the game today.
51 yards, and now Nicks again, the 4-yard touchdown. He's just so tough to cover.
One-handed catch. The professionalism. Guys, pay attention to the professionalism. Greatness going on. Grayson. Charles Woodson turns around and shakes his hand. Great play, man.
28-24, and then Woodson trying to tackle Bradshaw here. He left with a head injury, did not return.
That's why we make business decisions.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the Lamar Bradshaw, boy.
28-27, 3:44 left. Rodgers with all kinds of time. Turns back, fires to his right. Driver there.
If you give him that kind of time, he'll stay in the pocket and wait for people to separate, or he'll leave the pocket and wait for people to separate. 2 feet in, well done by the veteran driver.
That's the veteran, too. Coach knows how to find those tight spots when Aaron Rodgers is in trouble. What a play by Donald.
Packers on top, 35-27. Is Victor Cruz becoming Eli Manning's go-to man?
He really has. With all the injuries they had at receiver, now Victor Cruz has been the constant all year.
Needs to be a little more consistent with his hands.
102 left. Manning to Nicks. You can't guard him.
What did I say? Who is he? It ain't clever. Look at this. Oh, this dude's a beast, man.
So they go for 2. And this is a great play call here. DJ Ware up the middle. Manning's fired up. Rodgers is ready to go to work. Game's tied up at 35. Unbelievable matchup.
How much time did he leave Aaron Rodgers, Fran?
58 seconds.
Oh, boy.
That's
Too
about
much time.
51 seconds
too
here,
much.
1st and 10. Beautiful pass to Jordy Nelson.
If you had seen this route, Jordy Nelson fake going inside and took this guy up the sideline. What a beautiful route and throw.
Rodgers again. This time to Jennings, 18 yards. Down to the 12. Packers call their final timeout with 3 seconds left. Mason Crosby. He's booted one from 58 yards away, a career high. Just needed 31 here. Knocks it down. Packers with a great victory at MetLife Stadium, 38-35. Showcase highlight now presented by Radio Shack. And for that, we go to Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
I
Eli
believe.
Manning and the Giants trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Tony Romo and company trying to forget that awful ending in Arizona. Romo under duress from Jason Pierre-Paul. This guy's motor
What a
never
game.
turns off.
Yeah,
What a
look at the
game.
safety right here. That's how you start a football game. Now score on defense.
Giants come up with an early safety up 2-0, 5-0 now. DeMarco Murray picks up 8 yards here. But the bad news is Dave Tollefson wraps him up, and Murray's got a fracture in his right ankle. Most likely done for the season.
Big loss for the Dallas Cowboys. DeMarco Murray has been running very well and giving his team wonderful balance.
Meanwhile, Deanna Felix-Jones has been dealing with a high ankle sprain and the shoulder injuries, but he came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he's running with a purpose. He lost his job. He lost his momentum. Lost probably some of the guys in the locker room and believing in him because of Murray's prominence, but he came back with a vengeance today.
26 yards. Great
Play design here, Coach.
Yeah, I like the throwback screen. Now, it's a risky play if somebody's covering this thing, but it was well designed. 3 linemen out in front of the tight end. That's an easy walk-in touchdown.
Cowboys go up 7-5, second quarter. Giants now on the move. 3rd and 7. Manning looking for Jake Ballard. It is incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. Gerald Sensabaugh. It's called for pass interference right there.
Good call, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit more than pass interference.
He's holding him.
So that
Bad
sets
as I
up.
hate to say it.
Rob doesn't think so.
No,
that's
Rob Ryan
right
does not
there.
think so. But that sets up this. Brandon Jacobs up the middle here. Keep in mind now, by the way, Jacobs a primetime nominee. Ahmad Bradshaw.
Time. Because of the dance?
Oh, yeah. Oh, now, wait, I got to see. I know. I got to see.
Ahmad Bradshaw
Jacobs was doing this.
did not play in the first half. He violated a curfew, so he was
wide
benched.
open.
Manning to
Zone coverage.
Manningham. Touchdown,
How can you
22-20.
low coverage at this point of the season? I don't understand it.
Rob said.
He doesn't either.
And Rob Ryan doesn't get it either as well. 3rd and 10
exactly
here.
what he said.
Romo now buying some time. And what an addition to Lorana Robinson has been, Michael. He's got 8 touchdowns in his last 7 games. The last 4.5 years before that, he had only 4.
Total. You talk about it, man. He has been a wonderful addition. They picked him up from San Diego. Norv Turner talked about this kid. He said, I'll have to let a receiver go, and the Cowboys picked him up.
And now it's Romo to Miles Austin.
Yeah,
Cowboys back on
That's
top.
a basic West Coast offense play. It's called sprint right option, and Tony Romo can execute that beautifully. There's his wife, speaking of beautifully.
Candace fired up.
Hey.
Manning now comes right back to Manningham in double coverage.
Knock it out of there.
It's incomplete.
I love the way he gives his guys an opportunity. He believes in those guys. He throws the ball up. Wonderful play by the defensive back.
Tom Coughlin going for it on 4th and 3.
That was
And they
big.
find Manningham for a 15-yard gain and a first down. 3rd and 9 now, still on the drive.
Gotta
3
make that
plays
play
later,
this morning.
it's Manning to DJ Ware. Check out the
Tip drill.
interception by Sean Lee.
Watch it. That is
Unbelievable.
Block that ball
Stays
away,
in bounds.
stay in bounds, be your own blocker, and rumble down the field. Well done.
That's Lee's 4th interception of the year, the most among linebackers. Look at the concentration, all wrapped up. Deal had him, but Lee's got a cast on his left arm, still comes up with the pick. And now there's a blown coverage, Michael.
Again,
Yeah.
here we go.
Well, and when Tony starts moving, you're trying to keep your eyes on Tony, keep your eyes around, and there's Brian right there. He does a little bit of that Victor Cruz thing, gets behind everybody, and scores the touchdown.
34-22. Jerry and Stephen Jones fired up, as is Jason Garrett. It's all good for the Cowboys.
12-point lead. with 4
4:13
minutes.
left. Manning to Cruz.
Big play on 3rd and 1. Shot down the field. Well done.
Giving his guys a nice opportunity.
23 yards and a first down. 2nd and goal. Manning looking for Ballard, who's got luggage with him, but he holds on for the touchdown. Play was reviewed. and the call on the field stood. Giants elected not to go for the onside kick here. This is a 3rd and 5 after 2 running plays. Cowboys going for it. There was a blitz there. Had Austin, couldn't connect.
Yeah, and that's probably a little bit of that hamstring, no matter what. He was probably afraid to hit that last gear.
A little more tense up in that
comes the blitz.
Cowboys owner's booth right there. Manning to Ballard. Ballard rumbling, 21 yards.
That's a big man.
2 more warning now. Giants still have a timeout. Plenty of time. 1st and 10. Manning can't handle the snap. Big play here for the Dallas defense. Bradshaw covers it. DeMarcus Ware called for offsides.
Oh, boy.
Huge play.
And so it keeps the drive alive. $1:33. Manning. He'll lay it out there for Manningham, but he couldn't squeeze it.
Man, what a wonderful
He
throw.
has his eye on the safety coming from the inside, thought he was going to get hit and took his eye off the ball.
That ball got up and got down before the safety got there. That's how you know that's a wonderful throw.
But the Giants got more help. There was a defensive holding penalty. And you're giving Eli Manning an opportunity, and he takes full advantage to Ballard. 18 yards to the 1. And so the Cowboys used their 2nd timeout with a minute left. 1st and goal, Brandon Jacobs. And he's stumped. So Jacobs can't get in. 51 seconds left. Cowboys used their last timeout. Remember, they were criticized for clock management a week ago in the debacle in Arizona.
That was the right thing to do. Save some time. There's the touchdown. Now you got time on offense.
Jacobs gets in there. Giants go for 2 and they get it. So all of a sudden, Big Blue up 37-34, 46 seconds left. Manning now to Austin over the middle. They're going to give him the middle of the football field. Tony Romo running up. Jason Garrett, what are you going to call? Romo spikes it with 29 seconds left. Now on 3rd and 4. It's Austin again, 21 yards. Romo runs up.
Clock it
again with 6 seconds left. And so here we are. A week ago was a 49-yard attempt for Dan Bailey, the rookie. Now it's a 47-yarder to tie the game for the Cowboys. But Tom Coughlin shrewdly calls timeout to ice the kicker. So, okay, it goes through. But Bailey, all warmed up, going to get another opportunity. But it is blocked by Jason Pierre-Paul.
There he is again. He shows up. Jason Pierre-Paul, what a great effort to block that and win the football game for the Giants.
Huge win for the Giants. They are now in 1st place in the NFC East. They win it 37-34. Giants trying to keep pace with the Cowboys, who won Saturday night right here on NFL Network. Hakeem Nicks is wide open for a touchdown.
Man, this is the kind of stuff, man, that you don't see from guys in the 88 club right here. I can only imagine that ball got lost in the light. He hit his helmet.
In the light.
Must have got lost somewhere.
It's a day game.
It's somewhere.
Ain't no lights out there, man.
The sun had to get it.
They caught him in that 88 club and started making excuses.
Santana Moss didn't lose it in the lights of the sun or whatever. 20 yards for the touchdown there.
89 club ain't losing.
Manning here looking for DJ Ware. Bounces off London Fletcher.
Okay, now.
Shimago Atagwe there for the pick. 26 yards.
The kind of things that the Giants just were not doing against the Cowboys. And this guy here he's been playing wonderful football.
Lights out.
Coughlin challenged a play, but it stood, and then it's Darrell Young up the middle for the 6-yard touchdown. His first career rushing TD.
Watch this. He don't even think he has the ball. Just lets him go.
That's Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah,
so the Redskins on top 17-0.
That's great design right there. That's beating you with the intellect of a man.
Justin Tuck looking a little defeated on the sidelines. Nice play from Eli here with 24 seconds left in the first half. Looking for Bradshaw. He comes down with it. Nicely done there by Bradshaw.
Concentration. That's why you got to get to the ball. You get to the ball, good things happen. They could have had that pick.
Speaking of a guy who's usually around the ball prime, D'Angelo Hall has done a nice job of his career being around the ball, making plays.
You keep emphasizing around the ball, Fred. He's had an off year this year, but that was a great one-hand catch right there.
Nice
great
two-man under coverage. He's just undercutting and doing a wonderful job. Now, that's why he's at his best, D'Angelo Hall, when he's just reading you like that.
It led to a Graham Gano field goal here, fourth quarter.
What y'all trying to say?
23-3 Manning.
That's a great play.
It looked like he was trying to hit Josh Wilson. It's his third pick of the game.
Yeah. it's a mix-up in routes because he's looking at the receiver like, man, what are you doing?
Right, thought Manningham was going to go to the corner. Manningham broke inside, and now Akeem Nicks
right through his hand right there. He must not have seen that, too.
The light must have been in his eyes
Yeah,
again.
light got him, John.
And now it's Manning to DJ Ware. It's called a touchdown here.
Right. Look at
But
this.
they took another look because he lost control, and then by the time he got control, they said he was outside the end zone.
Man, Wilson
back in the
did-
field of play.
Good call.
Wilson does a wonderful job not going up high, going down low, jarring that ball loose. It was a defensive receiver.
And then this is a microcosm of this game. It hits Nicks for the 2-yard touchdown, but there's a flag on the play.
Especially late, 88 plays great. Now, this is what we call the Green Day morning timeline. Eli Manning got timeline. They called back 3 touchdowns.
Well, David Deal a call for the hold there, and now it's a Manning, and it's Ryan Kerrigan getting to Eli there. So the Redskins, they sweep the Giants. They win at 23-10. Albert Breer with more.
Giants Jets. Let's sink our teeth right into it. This big fat meal. There we go. Forget about it. Rex Ryan and the Jets. They lost last week. Flexible Burst. They made him the captain. He used to be a Giant. Now he's a Jet. You know what I mean? He's the only captain of the day. He's motivate. Second quarter, Jets up 7-3. They scored on their first possession. It's 3rd and long from the 1. Victor Cruz.
Break a tackle.
He said he would. And he does.
99 yards. He talks smack about Darrelle Revis. Revis wasn't in on this play, but he walks the walk 99 yards.
When you talk it, you got to walk it. Mike Irvin loves this guy, and I don't like his inconsistency catching the football, but I love his playmaking ability. There's not too many guys in the game today to make that play.
Giant record, 99 yards. Giants are up 10-7 here. They're on the red zone late. That's what I like. Talking about a little man playing big. Ahmad Bradshaw with a very physical run for the touchdown.
Run like that, they're hard.
81 yards in 4 plays, 17 unanswered by the Giants as Bradshaw knocks Brodney Poole out of the game, essentially. It's 20-7 Giants. Rex is back against the wall of all the talk during the week. 11 minutes to go. 4th and 2, have to go for it.
Flag on the play on Deion Grant. Your thoughts, Deion Sanders?
Let me see. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They touching each other.
Gotta look up and locate the ball. Time.
Man, please.
Down, Jets 2 plays later.
Sanchez to the former Giant. Plexico burst. Touchdown. But wait a minute. Offensive pass interference. Take the touchdown off the board. He shoves.
Thank you. That old Mike Irvin move right there.
You got to do that. You have to do it with the elbow. You cannot extend the arm. Trust me, I mastered that.
Next play, Sanchez fumbles. Jason Pierre-Paul hits him. Justin Tuck recovers, but upon further review, holy Justin Tuck rule, Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Is that rule an incomplete pass, Rich?
Just ridiculous.
Just get rid of the Tuck rule. Just get rid of it.
Now, why don't you just put a flag on the quarterback?
So the Jets' touchdown's taken off the board. The Giants' fumble recovery's taken back. Sanchez, few plays later, converts another 4th down on 4th and 2 move to change Jeremy Curley inside the 10. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal for the Jets, and Sanchez fumbles.
Snap from the center. What week are we in, Rich?
16.
How can you have this happen in week 16?
That can't happen.
And that's straight on the center. The center hits is only it's poor concentration, poor focus.
This can't happen week 16. And you expect to go to the
for the
playoffs.
Jets. They're still down 20-7, but first play, Eli picked.
Yeah, that's that guy
Put it
that you guys
away.
are talking about.
David Harris is Knicks.
And
Can't
88
collect
Club
it.
went to that 24 island.
Yeah, boy.
You never got out.
Next Jets possession with new life. It's 1st and 20 after a hold. Sanchez is sacked again. This is called a fumble. The Jets can't get on it, even though it sure looks like Sanchez's arm is going forward. Rex challenges, and it is another fumble. Recovery for the Giants, taken away by replay. Jets get new life again. 3rd and 12 in the red zone. Sanchez steps up. Buying time, steps left. Now he's going to run for it.
Go get it. Do what you do.
He gets down to the 1 yard line. There was a hold on the Giants. Move the ball inside the 1. Tom Coughlin can't believe the drama. Sanchez rolling out. He's going to call his own number again. He does. No fumbles. And it's an actual play that doesn't get pulled back by replay or a penalty. It counts.
It counts.
20-14.
What does Eli do with the ball with less than 6 minutes to go? He flips it up on 3rd and long to nobody in particular.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, he thought Cruz was running the wheel.
That's what I mean by the inconsistency of these young receivers.
The Jets get the ball back. Sanchez right around midfield after a good punt return. Sanchez on 3rd and 10. Sacked by Dave Tollefson.
You got to get rid of that ball.
Back to Dave.
You got to get rid of that ball.
Sanchez shaken up. Jets punt it back. Need to rely on the defense. And here comes
when you get
Ware running downhill, 17 yards.
Let them run downhill.
Wait a minute.
Aaron Maven shoves him out of bounds.
Is Coughlin all right?
Into Tom Coughlin.
He's hurting.
The Mo hips ain't what they used to be.
Oh, my gosh. Just when you thought it could be another Sean Payton situation, Coughlin shakes it off.
Oh, he's hurt.
He shakes it off.
That hurt.
Give him Mr.
3
Needle.
plays later, 3rd and 6, Ware stopped again. Jets get the Giants forced to punt. Sanchez is warming up. His last chance. 2.5 minutes to go. Sanchez and the Jets pinned on their own 8. Here comes Chris Canty.
Oh,
Sanchez
got to get rid of that ball.
gets rid of it, but unfortunately, to Brickashaw Ferguson, that's not allowable, to say the least. That's a safety. The Giants now take a 6-point lead. Next Giants possession, Ahmad Bradshaw sticks the fork in the Jets as the Giants win the big battle of New York City. Going away, 29-14. The G-men have a chance to win the East next week.
And go home. So let's take you to MetLife Stadium. The Eli Manning and company. Big game for Eli.
Believe it, Eli.
Look at how
That's
swollen
a puffy
Tony Romo's hand is. This was during pregame warm-ups. First quarter, 3rd and 4. It's Romo to Des Bryant.
Boy, you got to make that play. You know, Tony Romo, that right away, maybe the hand's already affected.
Cowboys were forced to punt a couple of possessions later. How about Eli Manning? And Michael of the Year this young man is having, Victor Cruz.
I talked about it on game day morning for the Giants. It's about the big plays, and he showed up, and he made just that, the big plays.
As a defender, you cannot allow a 3rd and 1 to go over 60 yards.
Cruz had a 99-yarder last week.
Wait, what is his angle? What is he doing? What is his angle?
It's a bad angle by the
Bad
quarterback.
angle.
He motored instead of hard bump, and a bad angle by the safety as well.
Rob Ryan on fire, 7-0. Giants on top. Will Blackman muffs the punt. Alan Ball's a chance to recover. He can't come up with it. Greg Jones comes up with it, so the Giants catch a huge break.
Missed opportunity for the Cowboys.
2nd and 6 now. Manning to Cruz, but ball is there. Called for pass interference, so the Giants get a 1st down, and the drive stays alive. 2nd quarter, same Giants possession. 5 plays later, and it's Ahmad Bradshaw. Watch the juke right there.
Yeah, he breaks a tackle, and it's pay dirt.
Giants on top, 14-0. Abram Elam can't wrap him, Brian.
Abraham came out, great blitz, great call. This is the kind of stuff that frustrates Rob Ryan. He had the perfect call for the play.
3rd and 5 here. Cowboys down 14-0. Tony Romo doing his best Brett Favre impersonation. Romo's still on the move, getting away from the pressure, and he finds Des Bryant.
This is what he does as well as anybody in the league. Keep the play alive, find an open receiver eventually, and make a play.
But, Coach, he took one too many steps. It was past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, look at Tony.
Why didn't he just run?
So there's a penalty on the play, loss it down. Cowboys forced to punt. And here come the Giants. Manning to Henry Hynoski. Up and over Terrence Newman for 12 yards.
Terrence.
That's wide open. When you see a guy running that wide open, that scheme, that's not good talent.
Later on the drive, it's Manning to Bradshaw. Giants on top, 21-0. Dan Bailey missed a 52-yarder at the end of the first half. Jerry Jones in disbelief. 3rd quarter now, Cowboys on their opening possession. How about the job LaRon Robinson has done for this Cowboys team?
Yeah, they found a nice young wide receiver, LaRon Robinson, man. Made some plays today, scored a couple touchdowns.
You can't do LeBron when you're down by 21.
Cowboys 94 yards on 9 plays. They get it back. Romo looking for Witten. Picked off by Antrell Roll. Romo didn't see Roll coming across the middle there.
Keep in mind, Antrell Roll was a former cornerback that played the ball very well from the U.
Key play here for the Giants. Brandon Jacobs are going for it on a 4th and 1. Tom Coughlin decides, kicking field goals was dicey at MetLife. There was a lot of rain earlier, plus the winds. Cowboys coming with a huge stop. Could they capitalize? Romo looking for Witten. But how about the play of Michael Boley right here? And then Corey Webster comes up to keep him short of a first down. And Jason Garrett decides to go for it early in the fourth instead of get the points.
Yeah, with no huddle, just go ahead and on the ball. Quarterback sneak comes up short of the first down.
We don't question him going for it. We question the call, the play calling in which he went for it with.
But Prime, why not get the points there? I mean, and at least, cut it down. You still have plenty of time.
And that was a good call. What happened is nobody's talking about Tony Romo didn't get that ball clean, and he had to raise up. And that's why he didn't get in the hole for that first down.
Des Bryant played hard all game long. 17 yards there, down to the Giants' 9-yard line. A couple of plays later now on 2nd and goal. It's Romo to Robinson. Robinson's second touch of the game, 11 for the season. This is a guy who only had 4 in 4.5 years before the midway point to this season.
Yeah, he's going to cause the Cowboys to make some real decisions.
Somebody say that name again.
With shades of Manning to David Tyree in the Super Bowl a few years ago.
Backdoor escape for the big completion.
44 yards to Cruz. Again, it's Manning. Looking for Cruz, the 20-yard gain down to the 8-yard line. Cruz leads the league in receiving yards, by the way.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
2nd and goal, spin move worked once, didn't work twice. DeMarcus Ware wraps him up.
And people question DeMarcus Ware does he show up for the big games? He showed up today.
Led to a Lawrence Tynes field goal. Cowboys now, it's a 2-possession game, looking for Felix Jones. And this time, Jason Garrett's going to punt instead of go for it with 5 minutes left and all 3 timeouts. And Eli Manning makes him pay. Manning to Akeem Nicks, 36 yards down to the Cowboys 4. Nicks with some huge drops the last couple of weeks. Comes up big there, and he comes up big here. Akeem Nicks with the 4-yard touchdown grab. That's Eli Manning's 15th fourth-quarter touchdown pass this year. That is a new NFL record.
Such a group of receivers, Fran, he has. He can hit you in the middle of the football field with the young Cruz, and he can hit you deep in any kind of way with Hakeem Nicks.
So the New York Giants win the NFC East 31-14. Coming up next week, they will take on the Atlanta Falcons.
The New York Giants, the NFC East champion. Don't shoot the messenger, Mike.
I like that guy.
Taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
I believe.
Eli has never won a home playoff game. He's 0-2 at a home playoff game. But he got a Super Bowl. Mike Smith and Matt Ryan still waiting for a playoff win. They're 0-2 in their first try at winning the playoffs. Both teams went 3 and out in their first 2 possessions, so we picked things up scoreless at the midway through the first quarter. Julio Jones with a first down for the Atlanta Falcons, finally getting a first down. And this drive, 8 plays later, now on the plus side of the field, is Julio Jones moving the chains again. 3 plays later, 13th play of the drive, 3rd and 1 of the Giants, 25. It's time for Jason Smelling on the handoff. And he is stuffed, so bring out the chains. Stop me if you've heard this
Giants
before.
defense was stout all day, especially on short yardage.
Stop me if you've heard this before. Mike Smith going for it.
He goes for it,
on
Rich.
4th and short.
That's who he is.
I know. That's what he does. And they do it in the start of the second quarter, first play of the second quarter. Instead of going for the 3 points to take the lead on the road, Matt Ryan is stuffed on the short yardage. Turnover on downs. No points still. Darn it. For the Atlanta Falcons.
You got a running back in the backfield, thighs bigger than Earl Campbell, and you're doing the quarterback sneak.
But this backed the Giants up by giving the ball there.
I don't understand.
2nd and 22. Eli Manning pressured, throws the ball away. James Sanders is the one who pressured him. Wait a minute, he was out of the pocket, didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And if it happens in an end zone, intentional grounding in the end zone. Oh, walk like an Egyptian, Carl Sheffers. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. There it is.
It's 2 points.
That's a good one, Rich. Rich,
Falcons, I like that, Rich.
By the way, this is the first.
That's my humble host.
This is the first playoff game to have a safety as the first score since the Music City Miracle.
Really?
When Javon Curse bagged Rob Johnson to
I
start
didn't know that,
game.
Rich.
We all know how the game was because we remember how the game finished.
Baby.
So it's 2-0. Eli Manning now.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second.
In Eli.
Get it, Eli!
Pick him up,
I
put him down.
believe he can touch the sky.
You do a lot of singing.
I
bro.
think about Eli every night and day.
First down. Midway through the second quarter now. Handed off to Brandon Jacobs.
Big man with ball.
He is running
Big
down.
man running with an attitude today.
I'd like to see you tackle that guy.
Please.
34 yards.
260.
Longest run of Brandon Jacobs' season.
For letting me get back there.
3 plays later, 11th play of the drive. Why not hand it to him again with him running like this? 3rd and 1.
Bang it in there.
He does.
Big
Does he
man
get the
has
first
an
down?
attitude
Does he
today,
get the
Mooch.
first down? Does he get the first down? Let's get the chains out there for Tom Coughlin, who's chewing gum. Chains. That's short. That's short. So Eli Manning missed it by that much. So Tom Coughlin does what Mike Smith does. Go for it. What do you do?
playoffs.
What do you do? Do you sneak it or you hand it to your big guy?
Oh, yeah.
And it's a big fella.
Bam!
What, 270?
He pirouettes for the first down. Next play, it's now a 13-play drive. Eli Manning. Eli Manning, what does he do with it? He hand it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. He fakes it to him. And he throws it to Hakeem Nicks up top. That's a touchdown.
And you see Hakeem Nicks make sure he stays in front of that quarterback. The 88 Clubbers had a great game.
13 plays, 85 yards, 7:32 off the clock at 7-2, less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Matt Ryan is sacked by Rocky Bernard, loss of 8. Falcons have to punt. Tom Coughlin calls timeout. Timeout gets the ball back with a 2-minute warning. After the 2-minute warning, it's 2nd and 10, a minute 40 to go in the half. Eli Manning to Hakeem Nicks, first down.
I believe.
But it's spotted short.
That was a bad spot.
And with the clock ticking down, they don't ask for management. Giants just get right back out there after burning one of the timeouts, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, you got to ask for measurement. Hey, ref, give me a measurement. It's an inch.
So now Atlanta has a chance to score points before the end of the half in a 7-2 game, and they don't do it. So it's third quarter now, 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. Matt Ryan still down 7-2. Tip ball in the air. Pierre Paul and Aaron Ross collide trying to go for it. Both guys go down. Ross would not return.
It's 2 starters.
That's scary.
Very vital starters to the success of this defense.
Pierre Paul would return. Ross would not. How would that affect the Giants' defense? The ensuing Giants' possession. Third play from the drive, 3rd and 8 from their own 26. It's time for Manning to go to his 88. And that would be first down.
Yeah,
19 yards.
Job. Look at Hakeem Nicks gets down on the ball, uses his body to shield the defender.
3 plays later, another 3rd and long. Manning to...
Look at the footwork. Look at the footwork. Look at the footwork.
Victor Cruz.
I believe in Eli.
Next play, 7th play of the drive. So we've seen Nicks, we've seen Cruz, we've seen Jacobs. Here's Ahmad Bradshaw running downhill.
This is the catalyst.
That's a little big man.
This is the catalyst on the team right here. This is the emotional leader. When this guy's playing, the Giants play football like a football
We've
team.
seen Nicks, we've seen Cruz, we've seen Jacobs, we've seen Bradshaw. We now see Jake Ballard. Oh, he can't corral it. Right through his hands. Next play, 10th play of the drive. 3rd and goal from the 4. Manning looking for Hakeem.
Look at him extend the play.
Incomplete.
There it is.
21 reasons.
Chris Owens is draped all over him. No flag. No flag.
That's a great play.
Geez, that's a
He's
wrestling
trying
match.
to do the same thing.
Great play. He's trying to
trying
box him
shield
up.
him.
So it's time for Lawrence Tynes to come on. It's a field goal, but it's still just a 1-possession game, 10-2. And again, I mean, we saw more points scored in New Orleans in the span of like 3 minutes than we've already seen in 2.5 quarters. Matt Ryan and that offense trying to move the chains. They do to Roddy White, plus side of the field. 4 plays later, 8th play of the drive, 3rd and 15. Ryan to Roddy White for 14 yards. Oh, don't tell me it's 4th and short.
Go for it, Mike.
Oh.
You know what he's going to do.
He does. And don't tell me Matt Ryan with a keeper again.
No.
And again.
Again, you got
Matt
a
Ryan's lost
tailback
it. He doesn't even know how to do the keeper, man.
on the bench.
Find a hole.
Thighs bigger than a phone booth.
Okay.
And he's sitting there on the
Getting
bench.
no push.
Just sitting on top of the
Can
pile.
somebody tell
Turner's
Mike,
got
I
it.
don't blame you, Mike. I do not blame you,
Barry
man.
Fuels pumped up. So another turnover on downs. Giants, it's 10-2. 3 plays later, Eli Manning to Hakeem Nicks.
All right, now watch this.
Blown
Now
coverage.
here's
This is a blown coverage.
Now,
Turn
this
to
is
that.
what you're talking about. That's the difference. Here's where greatness lies. He never gave up. The play doesn't end when he catches the ball. It begins. Hakeem Nicks, 88 Clubber.
88
Oh,
Clubber.
and he does the dirty bird
That
as
bird
well.
clean.
It just looks
You
like
never did the
you
dirty
take
bird,
a look at Nicks. As soon as he caught the ball, it's sort of like he turned around expecting to be hit, and he's like, "Wait a minute,
Where is everybody?
Where is
everybody taking?
Okay.
I think he's gonna get him. Okay, he's gonna get him. Okay, he's gonna get him. And everybody relaxes on
Rich,
the
it was a
play.
blown coverage.
Absolutely.
The corner should have come with him. He was reading man. When the corner didn't come, he reads zone. He has to sit and get upfield.
Corner being Dante Robinson. So it's 17-2, 4th quarter now, and it's Ahmad Bradshaw on third 3rd and change, moving the chains and then some. 18 yards. 3 plays later, 7th play of the drive. It's big man downhill.
Big man downhill, running like running like somebody said somebody's mama before the game.
92 yards rushing for Jacobs.
He ran with an attitude.
2 plays later, 9th play of the drive. We've seen Jacobs, we've seen Bradshaw, we've seen Nix, we've seen Cruz, we've seen Ballard. Now here's Manningham. There he is. They're using everybody.
What a throw.
You can see
what school did he go to?
What a throw.
Did he go to Michigan?
No, the University of Michigan.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful throw by Eli.
27 yards. Eli Manning, 3 touchdowns.
All his progression.
Watch that ball drop right between the 2.
Perfect throw. Giants score 24 unanswered points. Would you believe it is now 0 for a career still for the great Tony Gonzalez? The Atlanta Falcons offense shut out. The only points are made by the defense. Matt Ryan's number 2, matching the number of total points of the Atlanta Falcons, who are 1 and done. The Giants now move on to play the Green Bay Packers next Sunday to wrap up divisional weekend. Green Bay Packers, New York Giants. That's Joe Philbin, the offensive coordinator.
Praying for you, man.
We are all praying for him. Aaron Rodgers coming off of his first game since Christmas night, playing the day before Martin Luther King Day, by the way. Eli Manning and the Giants coming in off of the wild card win at home, virtually shutting out the Atlanta Falcons for Tom Coughlin. Eli Manning gets the ball and marches it right down the field. That's Victor Cruz, 11 yards on a 3rd and 10.
And just timing right there by Eli Manning and Victor Cruz, right out of that break.
This is the 12th play of the opening drive. Manning hurried on 3rd and 5. Jake Ballard doesn't even get it close to him. Lawrence Tynes, who won the playoff game the Giants last played in Lambeau Field in 2007. NFC Championship game. He kicks the field goal to put them up 3-0, and then the Giants on the ensuing kickoff. That's a boo-boo by Randall Cobb, the rookie in his first career playoff game, his first return. Far different than his first return of his career, right? As back in week 1, a challenge by Mike McCarthy. Ball out. But
elbow down.
Yeah, so
knee and elbow.
Packers get to keep the ball. Avert disaster there. Aaron Rodgers rolling out Jermichael Finley first down to the Packers, to the Giants' 31-yard line. 3 plays later, 7th play of this drive. Aaron Rodgers looking for Greg Jennings, who missed the last 3 games of the season with a knee injury.
Talked about on game day morning, Rich. Very important to see if these two can connect, and they had a few miscues today.
This was wide open.
But that was a scramble play. You got to give both of them credit for Jennings finding a hole. Rodgers just missed it.
But Mason Crosby did tie the game at 3. 4 and change to go in the first quarter. Eli Manning to Hakeem Nicks, who's becoming a playmaker of the first order. First down to the 34-yard line of the Giants' next play. Eli Manning finds the member of the 88 club again. There he goes. And just like against Atlanta, you've got to put him down when you get a chance. And Nicks goes the full distance as Charlie Pepper just puts a shoulder on him.
Big today. Hakeem Nicks came up with play after play. And the play started when he catches the ball. It doesn't end when he catches the ball. And this is a big fella, big man with ball.
66-yard score for 88. First touchdown of the game goes to the Giants. It's 10-3. How would the Packers respond? Aaron Rodgers picking him up, putting him down on 3rd and 5, picking up the first down. A scramble of 6. We saw a lot of that in the game. 2 plays later, Rodgers looking for Greg Jennings. He is hit by Deion Grant. Ball out, picked up by the Giants. Kenny Phillips ruled a fumble initially, then ruled down by contact. So it's not Mike McCarthy who's got a challenge. It's Tom Coughlin who's got a challenge. And even though it sure looks like the ball is out,
that's a fumble. It's a bad call.
Bill Levy goes under the booth and says the play stood as called.
What are you looking at, Bill?
They must win in a phone booth because they didn't go in that regular booth.
All right, Packers ball.
So that is a big break for Green Bay. And 4 plays after getting the ball back, Rodgers finds John Kuhn for the game-tying score touchdown.
Yeah, Pro Bowl fullback. This guy can lead block, and boy, when it's play-action pass, he can find his way open.
Now, what do you make of going on sides right after that?
Pretty risky now. That's a gutsy call by Mike.
Should we read anything into that?
Not at all. You got an offense that you know are going to score. They responded to everything the Giants have done. There's no problem with that. I don't see nothing wrong.
Doesn't work. Eli with the short field moves it just a
couple of first downs down the field and brings out Lawrence Tynes for the field goal. It's blocked by Greg Jones, so the special teams bails out the special teams for Green Bay.
Inside the double bumper, he gets a hand on the ball. That's a big block by the field goal rush team.
That is no blood on the onside kick. Now here's some more miscues for Green Bay. Now again, obviously Matt Flynn played a heck of a game week 17. And we saw virtually every other team on division weekend that was coming off a bye not go through these issues, but Green Bay had several drop passes on the day, 4 in the first half, tied at 10. Here comes Eli Manning back to Jake Ballard, first down Giants. 3 plays later, Manning to Hakeem Nicks. It is picked by Morgan Burnett. Eli Manning, only playoff game he has ever won in which he has thrown an interception was Super Bowl 42.
A lot of penetration up the middle that caused that interception. Eli has to just throw that ball away, live to see another day.
Took the big hit.
Desmond Bishop was the one who delivered the big hit. So the Packers take over in a tie game, trying to take their first lead of the day, but it is a fumble by John Kuhn. Kuhn is bumming very rare. He never puts the ball on the turf, and he does just there to give it right back to the trade turnovers. Eli Manning for Hakeem Nicks. First down and more.
Attacked that football, Rich. He came out of his break and then came back towards that football, took the football from him.
Right after the 2-minute warning, 3rd and goal. Manning harassed in the pocket. Goes for Ballard. It's incomplete. Lawrence Tynes comes out to give the Giants the lead again. 13-10. Can Aaron Rodgers get points before the end of the half? Rodgers sacked by Michael Boley on 3rd and 5. Giants call their final timeout with 48 seconds to go. So the Giants get the ball back. It's 3rd and 1. 15 ticks to go. Why not hand it off and see what can happen with Ahmad Bradshaw?
Get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds.
Bradshaw does that, so Lawrence Tynes can come on and attempt a very long field goal with 6 ticks to go, but maybe they'll get him close.
Yeah, let's throw a little drag.
Instead, they go for the Hail Mary.
Pop it up.
Going for the double 8. Touchdown. Hakeem Nicks brings it down. Hail Mary successful right before halftime.
You got Charlie Peppera and Charles Woodson both back there, and Hakeem Nicks goes up over the top of everybody to make a play with no time.
Well, I guess Tyree does it on the top of his helmet. Nicks does it on the front of his helmet. Corrals the ball, brings it in. Yet more shades of 2007 for the Giants.
You have defensive backs that did not even get in the end zone. They should have been pressing those receivers at the line of scrimmage.
Nicks with 152 first half receiving yards. Second half down 10. Ball goes to Green Bay first. Aaron Rodgers picks up the first down on 3rd down with his legs with a 15-yard gain. Move the chains. 3 plays later, another 3rd down. Rodgers avoids the rush, hits Donald Driver. What a catch.
Donald Driver came up with a nice
If it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers' legs, this game would have been over a long time ago.
First down,
heck of a scrambler.
Play. Osi Umenyiora strips the ball. It's loose. Deion Grant recovers. Giants get a turnover.
Wide open for a touchdown on this play, too. Greg Jennings was.
That defensive front. Now, they had 48 sacks this season.
Beautiful.
Only
Look
a couple
at that.
teams better than that. They can pressure you with 4 men.
And here's how wide open Jennings was.
Oh, boy.
If Osi didn't knock it down, it would have been a 1-score game again.
Wow.
Instead, it's still a 2-score lead for the Giants, who get the ball back on 3rd and 2. Sure looks like DJ Ware
That's
picks
a
up the
horrible
first down.
spot.
The refs had a rough game in this game.
Yeah, they did. They were cold.
And
They were cold.
That's putting it gently, to be very
They
honest.
were cold.
That's putting it very gently. Giants, Coughlin doesn't challenge it, so the Packers get the ball back. James Starks running free down the sideline. This is the James Starks that we saw in last year's playoffs with a 29-yard gain, bringing it to the cusp of the red zone. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5. Rodgers looking for Greg Jennings. Off his hands.
Great play.
You got to make that play in this situation right here. Greg Jennings, had he been playing week in and week out, that would have been a play that we watched him make time in and time again.
So it's a field goal for Mason Crosby. It's just a 1-touchdown deficit for Green Bay. Getting the ball back, top of the 4th quarter, first play of it. Jordy Nelson moved the chains on 2nd and 6, 17 yards, first down, 3 plays later, 3rd and 5 from the Giants' 39. Rodgers has a wide open Jermichael Finley. Can't
That was on Rodgers right there. Jermichael Finley Came wide open, coach, in the hole.
Wow, this is a huge sequence because it's a wide open Finley. Can't move the chains. Not a first down. Go for it on 4th and 5. And Michael Boley discount double checks Aaron Rodgers again. That is a turnover on downs. Giants get the ball back to Eli. So again, instead of it being a first down Green Bay, it's now first down Eli. Couple plays later, Mario Manningham first down grab for the Giants. First down of the second half for the Giants. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5, Manning to Victor Cruz, middle of the field, 11 yards.
First downs. Keep the clock moving.
Miscue got DBs on that play.
3 plays later, 3rd and 5. Manning is sacked by the man who blocked the field goal earlier. Brad Jones takes him down. Lawrence Tynes would come out. Field goal is good, so it is a 2-score lead for the Giants. Again, 7 minutes to go. Packers season on the line. They need to move the ball down the field and get some points. Ryan Grant gets the first down, but ball's out. Ball's loose. Chase Blackburn picks up the ball, running the other direction. He goes down. We need to see if this is a fumble or not. The refs let it go, and the refs got this call correct. Ball is out before anything touches down.
That's why you're taught to get to the ball, defenders. Get to the ball. Good things happen when the multitude gets to the ball.
And Kenny Phillips is the one who knocks it loose. Giants take over at the Packers 4, first play. Manning 2, Manningham, and now it's a 17-point Giants lead. 6:48 to go. 30-13. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay season is in jeopardy. 15 wins on the line right now, and a defending title chance on the line. 3rd and 10. Rodgers, all 3 timeouts.
Buy some time.
Intended for Donald Driver, incomplete. So now it's 4th and long. If somehow, some way, this was not called roughing the passer. I mean, this
that don't make any sense.
Is ridiculous. It wasn't late. It wasn't illegal. It was clean. He didn't hit him with anything but the legal parts of his body on the strike zone on Rodgers' part. But instead, it's a fresh set of downs, and Rodgers picks up yet more first downs with his legs. First down right on the red zone 4 plays later. 2 plays after that, 4:52 in the game. Rodgers to Donald Driver, touchdown. It's a 10-point game again.
Another big play by Driver.
Gotta go on sides.
One of those receivers over a linebacker, throw it over the shoulder for a touchdown.
So they go on sides. Ball's loose, but Victor Cruz hops on it.
They call the hands team. That's why you have your best hands guys on this team in this situation.
Went through the wickets of Spencer Pasinger of the Giants right to Victor Cruz. Giants take over. Aaron Rodgers doesn't get a break right there. Giants next possession, Ahmad Bradshaw on 1st and 10. They're going to start making sure Green Bay burns all of its remaining timeouts. Packers use their first, 2nd and 11. Here's Bradshaw again. Packers use their second timeout. Now they just have to stop him on 3rd down, get the ball back, and hope for the best. 4.5 to go. Eli Manning going to throw for it and picks it up to Victor Cruz.
3rd and 11. That's the play of the game in a 4-minute drill. Keep the sticks moving.
Packers saved their last timeout. They also have the 2-minute warning, hoping for something good to happen here. Instead, Ahmad Bradshaw comes through the wash and picks up 24 big-time yards.
Heart and soul of this Giants football team. When he is on the football field, they have a better running game and they play with a different intensity. I'm Mark Bradshaw.
2 plays later, Brandon Jacobs running downhill.
What about him, Mike?
Big Brandon, the big man, runs and runs hard. But I'm Mark Bradshaw's heart and soul.
So the New York Giants go into Lambeau Field and turn the 15-1 Green Bay Packers into the very first 15-win one-and-done team in the history of the National Football League. And it's Tom Coughlin and the Giants who move on to San Francisco next week for the right to play in Indianapolis 3 weeks from now. And the Packers do not host San Francisco next week in Lambeau Field and instead head into the offseason far sooner than anybody expected in San Francisco. That obviously was a different weather day that we took that picture of the Golden Gate Bridge. Chilly, rainy, wet, soggy. Alex Smith, Jim Harbaugh, a shocking NFC Championship game hosts against the New York Giants, the 4 seed, the NFC East 9-7 Giants trying to get back to the Super Bowl in 2007. Eli Manning midway through first quarter. Ball is loose. The defensive line of San Francisco, as expected, showed up and balled out. Ray McDonald knocked it loose. Kareem McKenzie recovers for the Giants to avert disaster. They punted the ball away. Alex Smith going for Vernon Davis deep. Where have we seen this before? Vernon Davis
just last week.
Go! 73 yards. Big play in the Niners. Strike first, however. This is a 15-yard penalty.
This is a no-no.
I made the mistake on game day morning saying that Antrell Roll can cover this guy. He underestimated his speed as well as his ability to run.
He stayed in bounds there.
Yes, he did. As all scoring plays are reviewed, the Giants got quality field position because of the 15-yard penalty and ensuing possession. Third down, a completed to Hakeem Nicks. However, he is injured on the play.
Yep.
Went down on that ball, Rich. Wanted to make sure he gets his arms up under it, not had it touch the ground. Shoulder hits the ground first, and he jammed that shoulder.
And he went to the locker room taking aspirin.
5 plays later, third and short. Eli Manning looking for Manningham. It's incomplete, so Tom Coughlin is his first big decision of the day. It's 4th and 1 on the 49ers 34 on a wet field, cold day, decides to go for it.
Not with the tiptoe burglar.
He did.
Boom! Somebody, you know what?
How we all did.
I tried to call those phones on the sideline and let Brandon Jacobs know that he's 6'4", 270. He didn't answer.
He
said he didn't answer.
That's the best rush defense in the National Football
League.
In the world, right
Forget the rush defense. That's a tiptoe burglar.
The 15-yard penalty doesn't cost him. However, Kyle Williams can't control this ball, and that was what my English teacher would call a harbinger. As the 49ers try a trick play on Osi Umenyiora, and the ball goes somehow through Osi Umenyiora, and Kyle Williams averts disaster that isn't a harbinger. But let's just set the stage with what we saw in the second quarter. This is Eli Manning to Victor Cruz, wide open. Nice connection right there for 36 yards to the 49ers, 33. 3 plays later, 6th play of the drive.
Big plays.
It is time for Eli Manning to look for Victor Cruz again over the middle. Move the chains now inside the red zone. 4 plays later, it's the 10th play of this set of downs. 2nd and goal from the 6. Eli Manning finds the one tight end nobody thought would be come to the floor. Bear Pasco.
First touchdown of the season for Bear Pasco.
Who?
Pasco.
Bear Pasco, everybody.
That was our chef's name in Florida State, Pasco.
So it's tied at 7. Victor Cruz, $1:30 left in the half. What a first half for Victor Cruz. Eli kept firing often to his Patterson, New Jersey product. Plus side of the field right there with 1:20 to go in the half. 15-yard gain 2 plays later. Victor Cruz again 10 to 80 for a first down inside the 40-yard line now.
Those kids had, Mike.
Very few people work the middle of the football field like Victor Cruz.
Why not go back to him again, right?
Why not?
It was working. Throw it to him. Manning. Cruz, what a catch.
Can't wait the Super Bowl, and I see Victor Cruz and Wes Welker going one-on-one in that slot. I'm going to see who the best
3 plays later, I can't wait for Gronkowski and Bear Pasco.
That's a good one, Rick.
8 receiving yards, $125 in the first half for Cruz. Lawrence Tynes kicked the field goal to give the Giants a 10-7 lead at half. That was your score midway through the third. Alex Smith dumps this one off to Frank Gore. Takes it inside the 30.
Thunder you.
That's
28-yard
coverage.
scamper, as they would say. Next play, Alex Smith to why not Vernon Davis again.
Will somebody cover this guy?
Oh, you got him in the coverage that you wanted, flat and up all day long. You can't deal with it.
14-10, 49ers.
You see that dude
What is that?
I don't know, but that's an hold-on play.
A new one.
It doesn't matter. It's a touchdown.
Damn.
It's 14-10.
What was that?
The Niners defense began to assert itself in the third quarter as Ray McDonald sending Eli to the turf again. That on 3rd down, forcing the Giants to punt. Next possession after a Niners 3 and out. It's 3rd and 5. Manning looking to Hakeem Nicks from the 88 club. And this is almost picked.
Oh, man.
Deshaun Golston and Terrell Brown collide. Brown took the brunt of it.
He started on the in route and he fooled his quarterback.
Hakeem, and he has to finish that in route. He cannot stop. He has to get across the face and make sure he gets into
He
whatever
did
it
the
is.
same thing the last time these two teams played.
Brown would get up and leave the field, which was a relief because he was on the turf for quite some time. Giants forced to punt again. Alex Smith, last play of the third quarter, to Delaney Walker on first down.
Broken jaw.
Try to beat him down.
Flags thrown. Look out, Chris Canny. Chris Canny comes in late as Rocky Bernard gets.
Hey, hold on, guys.
Canty is called for the 15 yards, even though Bernard is bleeding profusely like a stuck pig from the mouth. Fourth quarter we go. Fresh set of downs for the 49ers. Third and short on the plus side of the field. It's Anthony Dixon short of the line of gain. Justin Smith and Isaac Sopolaga, two defenders trying to blow for the hole. Next Giants possession after another 3 and out. 11 minutes to go. Kyle Williams on the punt.
Peter, get away from it.
Devin Thomas, why does he pick up the ball? You can't advance a muff even if it is a muff.
Play.
It didn't look like it hit Kyle Williams anyway, but after further review, this ball sure hit Kyle Williams on the knee. It is Giants football.
Yeah, that's a muff.
A huge break because, again, the Niners defense was holding that Giants offense down in the third quarter.
He's looking around like it's no TVs.
Are you kidding me?
And now you're giving Eli Manning, the king of the fourth quarter, a short field, and he finds Victor Cruz down to the 10-yard line. Actually, Hakeem Nicks down to the 10-yard line. I think Joe Buck made the same mistake. 3 plays later. It's Manning to Mario Manningham.
First play of the day, first catch of the day for Mario Manningham, and he makes it count.
Giants take the 17-14 lead. Ensuing kickoff. Kyle Williams is back there again. Ted Ginn was inactive with a knee injury, and Williams tries to make up for the muff with a nice, nifty 40-yard return.
That's the way you make us forget about your boo-boo.
Alex Smith, first play from the Niners. Set of downs after a 5-yard penalty. Moved it to midfield, picking him up, putting him down. Alex Smith takes
man coverage. Nobody's on the quarterback. Great job by Alex Smith.
And he can run, coach.
Next play, Jim Harbaugh dials up this puppy, Kendall
out of San Francisco for years.
This is a nice play, right?
Yeah, a little misdirection. Started off to the right. Follow those big guys around the left corner.
Down to the Giants' 10-yard line, an 18-yard gain. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and 5 from that 10-yard line. What will Alex Smith do? He completes his first pass to a wide receiver with 6 minutes to go in regulation. It's to Michael Crabtree. It's only for 3 yards. That sets up David Akers for a game-tying field goal, and the Pro Bowler boots it through for Jim Harbaugh. Ties the game at 17. He wanted a timeout before that play. Did not get it. Giants with the game tied at 17. Less than 5 minutes to go. Eli Manning and Travis Beckham blown up by Patrick Willis on 3rd down.
These linebackers have the best, most physical linebacking core in the game.
Back comes Alex Smith now. What can he do with it with 3:19 to go? Alex Smith on 3rd down. Down he goes.
Pass rush, the 4-man pressure. They got him down here in the 4th quarter.
Matthias Kiwanuka takes him down. The Niners to this point had not converted a 3rd down in the game. What would the Giants do now? It's Patrick Willis busting through, taking Eli Manning down. All the defenses making some big plays with the game on the line. A trip to the Super Bowl on the line.
The old-fashioned NFL today.
2.5 minutes to go. Manning on 2nd and long, dumps it out to Ahmad Bradshaw. Whistle blows, stopped his forward progress just as Navarro Bowman rips the ball loose. You cannot challenge this as the refs
forward progress.
blew the ball dead.
They blew it dead.
No forward progress, and there is no change of possession. Jim Harbaugh cannot believe the ruling. He cannot challenge it. Next play, 3rd and 15. Manning looking for his hot receiver of the day, Victor Cruz. Can't come up with a Tyree-like catch down the middle of the field. Giants have to punt it away. About 55 to go.
Throw it too early.
What would Alex Smith do with this football now with a chance to go to the Super Bowl for crying out loud? Minute 33 to go. Smith looking for Delaney Walker. Incomplete.
Now, we saw man-to-man coverage last week when he was wide open. They are not allowing him to play man-to-man coverage.
Last week against the Saints, we were seeing lead changes like this, and now we're just seeing changes of possessions with hardly any first downs gained. Eli Manning gets rid of the ball just in time to Ahmad Bradshaw. Steps out of bounds just shy of midfield with 1:05 to go.
Play by a fearless quarterback.
And 2 timeouts to go.
Remains a passer, eyes downfield, finds a scramble drill down the sideline to Ahmad Bradshaw.
Whole team.
Anticipation by Eli is incredible right there, guys.
Minute 5 to go, 45 seconds to go. Eli Manning avoids the rush. Pirouettes, dumps it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. Manning got rid of it just as Alden Smith buried him in the turf with his chin strap around his nostrils. He calls a timeout.
Good wherewithal by Eli.
Great wherewithal.
That hurt.
32 seconds to go. Can Eli Manning set up Lawrence Tynes for the game winner? It's
what it is.
caught by Victor Victor Cruz, almost a circus catch. The Giants did have a timeout if Cruz could have caught the ball to set Tynes up. Instead, they punt the ball away, and we go into overtime. It's, again, the new set of rules in overtime that were put in place last year. The bottom line is a field goal cannot end the game by the team that wins the coin toss. If that happens, the other team has a chance to answer with a field goal to send it into sudden death overtime from that point on. If the team that gets the coin toss gets a touchdown on the opening possession, as Tim Tebow showed a couple weeks ago, the game is over. If that team does not get a touchdown off the coin toss, the other team then can kick a field goal and end the game in sudden death overtime. That is a very long-winded response, but it was still 5 minutes shorter than Ed Hockley. Let's go to overtime. The Giants get the ball first. I don't even have a shot sheet. We don't need one. What do we got here? Eli Manning on the set down. He flings it up in the air. Almost intercepted. Almost
Several times
off.
on the day, the 49ers secondary ran into each other, collided, and it should have been intercepted.
Almost picked off by Carlos Rogers. Eli Manning on 3rd and 6 throws it over the middle. It's incomplete. So the Giants do not get anything out of their first set of downs. It's now officially like sudden death overtime. All Jim Harbaugh needs to set up is Pro Bowl kicker David Akers for a field goal, and they go to the Super Bowl. But Alex Smith couldn't convert on a 3rd down, even though he came awfully close. That was almost their first
got 11.
3rd down conversion of the game. It's to Vernon Davis, but it's short of the 1st down. They got to punt the ball back, and Eli Manning now has it 3rd and short from the 50-yard line.
Relentless pass rush by both teams all night.
Justin Smith takes him down. Manning is sacked for the 6th time of the day, and we're going to show you the punt to Kyle Williams, who's already muffed one. He grabs this one, and he coughs it up. The same player who recovered the muff recovers the fumble. It's Devin Thomas. And would you believe the Giants on a special teams gaffe by the same player, filling in for Ted Ginn, Kyle Williams, sets the Giants up for Lawrence Tynes to do what he did in 2007. That is come out on the road in the NFC Championship game in overtime and boot the Giants into the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. Shades of 2007 as Ahmad Bradshaw takes the football, gets a 1st down, sets up the Giants inside the 10. All you got to do is set up Lawrence Tynes for that game-winning, overtime-ending, Super Bowl-sending field goal for the New York Giants. And here comes Lawrence Tynes, just like in Green Bay. He's Scottish, and it's not crap. Got it! The New York Giants go from 9-7, NFC East champions, through the Atlanta Falcons, through the Green Bay Packers, into the NFC Championship game, and through the 49ers into Super Bowl 46 to once again take on the New England Patriots. It is the 6th rematch in the history of the Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh, like his brother, taken down essentially by a special teams gaffe. And Victor Cruz is cruising with the rest of the New York Giants into Indianapolis, where, again, 2 weeks from today, they will be taking on the other Eastern Division champion in the National Football League, the New England Patriots. How about them apples?
A Super Bowl highlight. This is how it all went down. The Giants, NFC champion, the AFC champion, pit the New England Patriots. A rematch of Super Bowl 42, and the Gronk was active. The only question is how effective can it be with his ankle wrapped like that? First play of scrimmage from the Patriots after the defense stiffened to force the Giants to punt. It is an incomplete pass down the middle of the field to no one in particular. So John Parry, in his first assignment as an NFL referee in the Super Bowl, has to make a big call, and he makes it. It is...
There's nobody going to the post, Rich. That's intentional grounding in the end zone. That's a safety. 2-0 Giants.
2-0 Giants, who get the ball back and then march down the field. And on 3rd and short in the red zone, it's Victor Cruz getting the ball ripped away. But you also saw a flag on the play. 12 men on the field, so it's not a turnover. It's actually a 1st down for the Giants. And then Manning finds Cruz in the end zone, and he salsas his way, along with the Giants, to a 9-0 lead.
What a throw by Peyton Manning that was.
right in between. You've got in between the corner and the linebacker. Watch Gerard Mayo's back to the quarterback, and he fits it right over his shoulder pad for the touchdown. Great concentration by Victor Cruz. And watch Sousa, Mike.
Wow, that was a ridiculous catch and throw.
Two major mistakes by the Patriots, though. An intentional grounding that leads to 2 points and an illegal 12 men on the field that leads to 7. It's 9-3 now, however, when Gronkowski catches his first of the game. It was his first target of the game. 20-yard gain down to the 35-yard line. 2 plays later, Brady to his other tight end. That's Aaron Hernandez. They're moving the chains. They're moving it down the field. Less than 2 minutes to go in this half now, down 9-3. It's Brady to Hernandez again. Move the chains on 3rd and 4.
He seemed to figure into the game plan a little bit more early than Gronk did.
2 plays later, 3rd and 10, 39 ticks to go. Brady steps up in the pocket, finds Wes Welker, move the chains again. Eli Manning looking on. He's realizing I'm not even going to get a chance to touch the ball again in this half. 4 plays later, 3rd and 4. Brady inside the 10. All sorts of time. Danny Woodhead, a former Jet, scoring for the Patriots against the Giants in the end zone. Touchdown. And New England leading at the half of a half that the Giants seem to dominate. It's 10-9 and Giselle.
Oh, yeah.
Giselle's loving life.
And everybody.
And that's when Madonna came out.
31 minutes later, it's the second half. Tom Brady, play faking. First play of the second half.
Ocho got him one in there. Ocho Cinco with just a sideline route. But Tom Brady threw a nice pass.
2 plays later, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis gaining the edge and more. 17-yard gain down to the Giants, 33. 5 plays later inside the red zone, it's Brady to Hernandez, touchdown. And the Patriots have scored 17 unanswered points to lead 17-9. Brady pointing to Myra Kraft's initials on his chest and pointing to the sky at 17-9 midway through the 3rd quarter. That is a major leveling of Hakeem Nicks by Patrick Chung. It's legal, no flag. Giants forced to kick a field goal. It's 17-12 ensuing Patriots possession, 3rd and long. Justin Tuck finally brings Tom Brady down. Brady had been throwing at will, Michael, up to that point.
Yes, he has. And I tell you what, this play right here, Justin Tuck, when he brings Brady down, he falls awkwardly on that shoulder. Right there, Rich. Could have been damaging, but you know Tom Brady's tough. He got back in that game.
The ensuing Giants possession. Finally, the Giants got Brady off the field. 2nd and 9. Play fake, and it's Manning to Nicks over the middle. And he fumbles the football, but luckily Henry Hynoski jumps on it. 6 plays later, Manning sacked by Rob Ninkovich. Giants again forced to settle for a field goal.
That defense for the Patriots played a lot of noise about what they were not. They played today.
17-15. 4th quarter now. Brady avoiding the sack. Buying time. Throwing downfield, and who's there but Chase Blackburn, linebacker on Gronkowski.
Yeah, you wonder.
Picks him off.
You think if Gronk had a healthy ankle, he goes up a little higher to go fight for this thing, pull down, or at least knock it down. But Blackburn comes up with it. Go up, Gronk.
You can tell he wasn't healthy. He never planted that foot and went back up to get that football.
First turnover of the game belongs to the Giants. 2nd turnover of the game almost belonged to the Patriots as Ahmad Bradshaw puts it on the turf deep in his own end, but the Giants fall on it. Very lucky. 3rd and 7. It's short of Victor Cruz. There's a flag on the play. Rob Ninkovich is offsides, which means the Giants get another chance, and on 3rd and 2 from their own 16.
Uncharacteristic, you made 2 mistakes by the Patriots.
Manning finds Nicks to move the chains. 12-yard gain, 3 plays later. 3rd and 1 from their own 47. Manning looking for Victor Cruz. And he finds him to move the chains. Nice throw.
Another tight fit between the nickel and the linebacker. Shoot it in there to Victor.
4 plays later, 3rd and 10 at the Patriots 43. Manning 2, Manning Hammond. There is no flag on the play, and boy, was Tom Coughlin livid.
He was animated for a long time now. Tom said, ooh, you guys are a bleep there. Come on back to the ball, but it looked like the corner might have
So Brady gets the ball back up, too, trying to pick up first downs. He does so on 3rd and 5 to Danny Woodhead and more, moving the chains.
Hard running by Woodhead right there.
Here comes Brady again, 7 plays later. Wes Welker wide open and can't bring it down. Oh, my goodness. With 4 minutes to go and the Giants having only one timeout left. That could have been the game for the New England Patriots. Instead, they're forced to punt, and Eli gets it with 4 minutes to go. Still down 2. Eli winging it downfield to Manningham.
Play the game.
He gets both feet down immediately. The call by the official. Belichick throws the challenge flag, and you can see.
There's the catch.
And here come the feet, and he goes down to the ground and maintains possession. What a big time catch by Mario Manningham, 38-yard gain. Here is Eli flinging it to Manningham again for a first down with less than 3.5 minutes to go. The Giants moving into Lawrence Times field goal range. 2 minutes to go right before the 2-minute warning. There is Hakeem Nicks inside the red zone. Here comes with 1:15 to go. Nicks hits a first down, gets out of bounds. New England has 2 timeouts to go. It's first and goal, 69 ticks left. Ahmad Bradshaw up the middle, thinks about sitting on it, but his momentum carries him in the end zone. He said after the game he thought about sitting. He wanted to sit, but the momentum put him in the end zone, and what that does is it gives Tom Brady time to march down the field, however, just needing a touchdown with 2 timeouts to go. There's 1 timeout left with 56 ticks left. Brady on 1st and 10, incomplete to his MVP, former Super Bowl MVP wide receiver Deion Branch. Now it's 2nd and 10. Adrian Hernandez can't hold on. Here comes 3rd and 10 for Tom Brady. 3rd and 10. What can he do with 48 ticks left to go? Pass rush. He's sacked.
That's the best thing the Giants do. Rush on 3rd and long.
Justin Tuck, a big $5 foot-long bow. 4th and 10. Tom Brady needing to pull off a big one on 4th and 16, and guess what he does? He buys time, slides to his left, and picks up the first down to his former Super Bowl MVP wide receiver Deion Branch. Out of bounds, fresh set of downs, 32 ticks to go, needing a touchdown to win the Super Bowl. He pump fakes, he flings it over the middle to Adrian Hernandez, but they don't have any timeouts. They got to spike it. They do just that. And with 9 seconds to go on 2nd and 5, flings it for the sideline. That's a catch, but incomplete, out of bounds, meaning it's down to a Hail Mary. The 2011 season in Super Bowl 46 is now up in the air as Brady flings it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Gronkowski had the last chance to try and get it, but the New York Giants, the 9-win NFC East winning New York Giants, for the 2nd time in 4 years, go on an unexpected run for the ages and knock off the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. The Giant family is excited. Peyton Manning is excited. Tom Coughlin has 2 Super Bowl rings, only 1 fewer than the man who embraced him after the game. Bill Belichick and the Patriots watch Eli Manning hoist the Vince Lombardi trophy once again as Eli Manning becomes 3rd quarterback active in the National Football League with multiple Super Bowl rings. He's the MVP again, and the New York Giants will go into the Canyon of Heroes Tuesday and soak in the New York love.